Hello again, I am Blunty. I don't normally make food-based videos. I have done from time to time, either talking about food or something interesting about food or little mini cooking videos and stuff like that. I enjoy it. I enjoy food, in case you can't tell. But I came across something today. Actually, I was told about this by a friend in a text and I had to go into the supermarket and try some. But these might be the most ridiculous stunt flavor chip or crisp, if you're American or Canadian. Well, where in the world? Hang on, let's do a survey right now in the comment section. What do you call these where you are? In Australia, they're chips. And the hot version made of fried potatoes is also called chips. And it's context which tells you which one you're talking about. They're just chips, not crisps or anything like that. But as you can see, these are Lamington flavored chips. And if you're not familiar with what a Lamington is, and you probably wouldn't be unless you're Australian or New Zealander, it's one of these. This is a sponge cake, sometimes a butter cake, coated in a sort of chocolatey icing and covered in desiccated coconut. These are invented in Australia sometime early in the 1900s and named after the governor or his wife of New Zealand, whose name was Lamington, Lord or Lady Lamington. You'll find the occasional New Zealander trying to lay claim to saying they invented Lamington, but seeing as it's named after a premier of one of our states, it's probably safer to say it's genuinely Australian. You can have the argument about the pavlova, another classically Australian treat as well. The New Zealanders sometimes try and claim that for themselves. But point is, this is a potato chip that is designed to taste like a cake with chocolate and coconut on it. 3 flavors mushed together that I would never associate with a potato chip. Now, these are from Smith's, and they've done a whole range of stunt flavor, limited edition chips over the years, including peppered steak and Vegemite. They've even done a Vegemite flavored chip and sort of pizza and crispy bacon. And they did a sticky ribs one quite recently too, which wasn't bad. And, it's just, they're doing all this kind of stunt flavors. And it's kind of remarkable how close they always taste. But these is another step beyond. I mean, you can kind of imagine a chip tasting like barbecue chicken or peppered steak or even bacon or, any of these kind of classically savory flavors. But this one is designed to taste like a cake, a very sweet, moist, chocolatey, coconutty cake. And it bloody well does. You put it in your mouth, and aside from the texture, obviously, it's not a moist, spongy cake. It tastes exactly like a Lamington. And most of that is down to the desiccated coconut taste, which I've never been a big fan of, except for the Lamingtons. Like coconut, not one of my favorite foods. The coconut flavoring in these, with a slight hint of sponge cake and sweetness and chocolatiness, and I don't know. I just wanted to make a video to share that. If you're Australian, you can hunt these down. Give them a go. They don't taste nearly as gross as you think they might. Well, actually, kind of more. They don't look very good, though. They almost look like they're burned. Oh, one more thing while I think about it. To maintain its 3.5-star health rating, this is what they call one serving size. About 15 chips. That's one serving to make sure it has a 3.5-star health rating. You evil shitheads. So how is that one serving for anybody? Ever? Shitheads. Yeah, a little bit of food video for you, and a little bit of Australian history as well. The Lamington. They're made in sort of individual squares. Sponge cake or butter cake, and named after one of our governors. I know nothing about who he was or who his wife was. And they sometimes have cream. They're sometimes sliced down the middle and you put cream or jam or cream and jam in them as well to make them even more moist and delicious. I like the ones with whipped cream. These don't taste like they got whipped cream in them. That's what they should do. They should make a chip that tastes like whipped cream. Your move, Smiths. Seriously. Bizarre.